Why we are so uncomfortable with changes in life? In life, everything changes. The market changes, the job situation changes, family situation changes, body ages. But somewhere we are uncomfortable with changes. We want to hold on to what is there at this moment. We want to remain in the comfort zone. Why is that so? So this holding on to what you have is called abhinivesha or clinging. We cling to what we have. We don't want to let go what we have. Why is that so? Abhinivesha means clinging. We cling to life. The reason for that is the self is eternal. Self is unchanging. There are no changes in the self. For example, when I say I was born, I grew up, I got married, the I has not changed. Unchanging is the nature of the self. But changing is the nature of life. I got married, I was born, body has changed, life has changed. But what happens is, deep inside we know that I am the unchanging self. But at the surface level, we identify with the body, mind, intellect, family, and relationships, what we call so-called anatma. So now I want what I am identifying to be same as the self, unchanging. That's where I don't want things to change. But the nature of things is to change. I cling on to life, even though I know the life is changing. I cling on to family, job, circumstances. I don't want them to change because my nature is unchanging. The self is unchanging. But there are two opposites here. The self is unchanging and the nature is changing. I identify the nature, which includes the body, mind, intellect, and relationships. I want the nature to not change, suit my real inner nature, which is unchanging. So there's a conflict. And this conflict is what we call as stress in life. You are trying to hold on to changing, and we want that changing to be unchanging, which is impossible. Change is the nature of life. Unchanging is the nature of self. So we have to hold on to the self rather than the nature. We have to realize ourselves rather than holding on to the body-mind complex as me. So we will come out of the stress when you realize your own self as unchanging reality. ನಾನು ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಆತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನ್ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಂ. Then realize that you are not the body, mind, and intellect, you are pure consciousness. When you realize that, you are no longer identifying with the body and mind, which is temporary, then you are no longer interested in holding on to anything. So you let go clinging. Abhinivesha drops. When clinging drops, there's a stress-free life. You live in life. You live a life, moment to moment, every moment, in the present moment. Otherwise, we want to hold on to past. We don't want to let go anything. So the only solution is to realize yourself as unchanging reality, not the changing body-mind complex. We always look for happiness in life. We always look for peace in life. Even though there's no happiness or peace in life, happiness and peace is your own nature. You are seeking your own nature in nature. Your own nature, which is happiness and peace, in the objects of the world. The objects of the world are mithya or unreal, temporary. So you cannot find peace and happiness there. Similarly, unchanging reality or stability is your nature. You are trying to find that unchanging reality in the material nature, family, circumstances, job, which is impossible to find. Now, why the material nature is there? The material nature is called maya, appearance. So that is like more like a mirror. It is there for you to understand the changeless yourself. Change gives a contrast to find the changeless. The Maya gives a contrast to understand your own nature. So you are looking for stability, and there's no stability in the world. You feel restless, but then that is there as a pointer to you to understand your own nature is unchanging reality. So everything in the world is just a pointer to your true self. The peace, love, happiness, what you seek, and stability, what you seek, is your true nature. You cannot find in the external world. So that's why the external world is there to provide a contrast for you to realize your nature. Only stability is possible when you learn, when you know about your own nature as Atma, unchanging reality, Satchidananda, and be blissful. So basically, we are looking for stability in the world. Okay, don't be under the impression that you are clinging to house or family or relationships or friends or money. Clinging is not for them. Clinging is, we are in each of the circumstances of life, we are looking for stability, and that stability is our own inner nature. Without understanding that, we are trying to hold on to objects of the external world. So you are looking for your own nature in the outer world, which is impossible to find. You have to change the direction and seek that within.